Springfield. What city? What's the? Missouri. Um,
Starting to become a
hmm? Oh yeah, let's get it.
tonight.
Damn.
It's the National Football
Finna
League.
get up out of this stadium, big dog.
It's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
Well.
As we'll see Trey Lance and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Baker Mayfield and the Cincinnati Bengals.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The two teams emerging from their respective
Can't wait.
a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is Gibson. And he returns this to the 22. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes, not a whole lot more he could have done. That game, but you know something's funny. When we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader. Great
sign of a leader, because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
Yeah, that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, where was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know It goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's taken to the 26. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 104 yards, and a score as well.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Throwing on first down is Lance. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Justin Madubuike has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off the play fake. Curtis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
For a quarterback, there's two sides to this coin. Either he had complete faith that his guy would go up and get the ball, or his throw was up for grabs. Which one do you think he'll tell the coach when he goes to the sidelines?
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Try the right side here. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Lance and company going on 4th down.
Man, throw the ball, Trey Lance. Throw the ball, bro.
And they turn it over. The Ravens.
Is that just the wrong read? No, that's pretty. Probably need to throw the ball now while he's crossing his path.
For it, but come up empty, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Swift's got the 1st down and then some. Take it
shit.
Right down Broadway. Past the 20.
There's the restart button. Might as well play the quarter out.
For a Cincinnati score. DeAndre Swift. 82 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, against 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we can create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Throwing on 1st down. Curtis. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now they'll pitch it out here.
Man, get your ass
It'll be a
off the way.
pickup of 8 and a good first.
Restart button. Got on ugly units. And missed tackles. Angela Rye. No, fuck. I fucked up again. Going white, purple, white. Yeah, I'm really fucking up. Y'all, whoever's watching, sorry for the delay. Yeah, those are fire. Yeah, those are flames. Damn, man. Uh oh. This nigga did 5-hole himself. That's crazy. What happened? Play the game. I say, yeah, I want them in black and orange. And then I'll wear black and purple. I'll go black, purple, white. I'll go all three colors on you niggas. Oops. Let's go for real. Uh-oh, D-Lin's on. Let's go.
Tonight on EA Sports, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Trey Lance and the Baltimore Ravens versus Baker Mayfield and the Cincinnati Bengals.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
they do need some tunes. Jam some tunes. Yeah, these look better. And the white and purple shoes, and the purple and white shoes. Yeah. Aesthetic.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is Gibson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader, because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 77 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And you know what else happened on that play? He just went past 4. Career passing yards.
He's going to cherish that moment, but he's also going to celebrate it with so many different people. Guys he's playing with currently, guys he's played with in the past, especially offensive linemen who've kept him upright to throw the ball, receivers who've caught it. I mean, just so many people to embrace. And last but not least, a lot of coaches who called a lot of passing plays.
8 yards to go on second down. To throw, Mayfield. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
He just really be diving in there, getting them hoes.
So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
Bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly, but they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, but as you said, they got the win in that effort last week.
Oh,
he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown. A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal. And this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns.
And this is
boy.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens Ravens touchdown.
Bro, oh man, a fucking throw.
And the Ravens have taken the early lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
Which means dads everywhere are getting the same things. Ties, gloves, trimmers, and even good old picture frames. Yeah, I guess our gifts are a little different at the Home Depot. Save on the best gifts for dad. Feels like Father's Day. At the Home Depot, how doers get more done. TrackPhone Wireless gives you more control.
He knew it. That's crazy.
Also keep your phone, keep your network, keep your numbers. No contract. Don't keep that case. This is your wake-up.
Certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
Oh, God.
Let's get it.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is Gibson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I'll guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore
Marty
touchdown.
McFly. Let's fucking go. Roosevelt Shelby.
Even the great ones, some of the
backups.
best, they're not immune to the
Smack
fumble,
that
and here it
nigga.
really hurts them.
Smack that nigga, Marty
Anywhere in
McFly.
his body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at
Yeah,
it, swats at
yeah.
it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Backups coming in, kicking ass.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Following the fumble recovery. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the two-point try.
Yeah,
They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 22.
Yeah,
71 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we?
Okay.
Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. Going for it all. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. Throwing again, Mayfield on second.
Yes, sir.
Blitz coming and down.
Roosevelt. He got a stack, fumble recovery, touchdown. Just need a pick now.
So if we recount real quick.
Turnover period. What's the
And that
turnover,
comes with the
Rosie?
sack here.
This
No
nigga be
doubt about it.
balling.
He's having
Good
himself a
job.
game.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now Mayfield. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Sounds good.
Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3.
This is jamming.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Where is this?
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense.
Hey,
They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. They'll run on first down. Moore. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. off of play action. Here's Lance. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Come on, man.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 30. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Lance now to throw. Caught on the slant. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
This is Gibson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
180. Regular.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield.
Oh, he caught it.
And it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Hey, alert 33.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's got his tight end flyer move over the middle.
Okay, cool.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. Here's Mayfield. And here's Freiermuth again.
Whoa.
This will be stopped
This nigga
about
acting
2 yards
different.
shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Swift. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-3 is your score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. They run out of the gun with Swift. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Mayfield looks to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Man, why are we doing this?
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Got his man
No.
over the middle. That's Barker. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that
Touchdown, Bengals. Pat Freiermuth, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
Damn.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Lance going to throw. Going right side here.
Good try,
That's
Henry
complete.
Ruggs. Thank you, bro.
And
I
they'll
see
get
you
it all
out
the
there
way
trying
up
to
about
block.
5 yards shy of midfield. Play action, Lance. And
Wow.
this one nearly picked off. Yeah, kind of surprising to see a defender of his
I probably
caliber
should've threw
let
that
it get
high.
away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. They'll try the left side. It's Gardner. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Shotgun now for Lance. Throwing for his running back. And
No.
got him complete.
Is he down?
Now loose football. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab
Is he
it.
down?
And he
Is he
returns
down?
it into enemy territory.
He looked down. I hope he was down. Fuck.
All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, and that's all he needed,
Yeah, it
right?
might be on the way
problem
out.
is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And now before the ball changes
All right, come on,
hands,
Booth,
they're going
let's
to
do
take a
it.
look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Let's go, Booth. Doing your fucking job.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Look, it's paid off for him a couple of times.
Right.
That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good.
But also, was a nigga screaming coming across the middle? Nah. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
For his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Mayfield. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
Come off that ball, Pat Freiermuth.
Right on the cusp of the red zone.
Come off that ball, my boy.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 2nd and 5. Mayfield to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 3 yards remain. Second down. They'll set up a throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
He won a face mask. I thought it was a face mask, too.
At the 34-yard line. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Oh, man, come on, y'all.
Incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him. An incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
On second down, Mayfield again. A short one there to Freiermuth. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll set up to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
First down, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Mayfield's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He'll get this off to Swift. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Yeah,
and he's able to get
Damn,
this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Back to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Damn.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Lance now on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Lance again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Lance looking to throw it.
Oh, come on, Trey Day.
So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Heading back out, Baker Mayfield, as we call up our player spotlight. And he is showcasing that cannon. He's done so effectively. He's got to be kind of scratching his head, say, hey, I'm using the arm well. We're down right now, though.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out how much more of that arm needs to be used in order to try and get into the lead. They're going to need to do some things maybe on the defensive side of the ball to slow down their opposition. But sometimes it's just a case where the wide receiver says, look, I'm going to go. You throw it as far as you can, and we'll find a way to beat whatever defense they put out there. I saw it happen when I was playing. Had one receiver, one teammate I played with. He just went. And teams knew it was coming, and you still threw it up deep, and you couldn't stop it. Sometimes you have those games.
Well, he's been hard to stop. And this time, they'll just keep this on the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. The Pats looking to get one of those top 2 seeds, and at 10-2, they're in a good position to get one. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Gardner. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gardner, and he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun. Lance. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He finds his man complete. It's Newton. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Oh, yeah. This should be a bucket. This should be a bucket, baby cheetah.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. To throw, it's Lance.
Get your little ass in the end zone. Let's go.
Touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? Remember the dribbler, draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is Gibson. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. As the offense comes out, we put our Madden spotlight on Baker Mayfield. We will see here that he's done quite a bit, but the bottom line, I guess, partner, it hasn't been enough right now.
And let's face it, everyone wants to be in a spotlight, but when you're not winning, that's not quite as much fun because that's the bottom line, especially if you're a quarterback. Did you lead your team to a victory? No matter how many passes you threw, completed, all of that, that's what he wants to get done.
So far, he does at least have some good highlights to take home with him. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
2nd and 10. to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw here. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. And he seconds there with a football. Is there a time that a quarterback has to get rid of it?
Somewhere generally around 3 seconds. So just like we're playing in our turkey bowl, right, in our backyards, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, that ball better be gone, because anything past that, that's usually the end result.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now Mayfield lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Returnable here from the 38. And now headed the other way. They're across midfield. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting back up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Throwing now is Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Oh, he dropped it.
He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Lance to throw it. Wide open receiver complete.
Oh, it don't matter.
And for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is Gibson.
Damn.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And on the last... they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground. Farley. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing. Mayfield. He finds his man. Complete. It's Barker. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Barker. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mayfield on 1st down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. And again, it's Mayfield. He finds his man, complete.
Whoa, Derrick Henry'd him.
They like going to him with the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
7 yards, the pickup there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 21.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that.
And a loose
There we
football.
go.
And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
There's too many. I'm telling you, there's so many motherfucking plays.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple
he got
this
so
time
many
and succinct.
balls.
It simply has
Oh.
not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Following the fumble recovery, Curtis. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
Oh, Henry. See, I should have.
Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Off play action. Curtis eluding the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to
Damn,
develop.
44.
He took advantage of it.
I mean, damn.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
I was holding. The kid drops a dime, dog.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Oh,
and that is incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Off the play fake, Curtis. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's
P.I.
So hang on.
Let's fucking go.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
Well, you won't hear any.
Low key. If he throws that good, I don't know, but yeah, that's crazy. You can't
this
stop
home
him.
crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
On 1st and 10, Curtis. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Off the bootleg, Curtis. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think you can easily follow the thinking there. The pressure on the last play, it got to him, so they decided, let's get him out of there, bootleg him out to the right. Unable to complete the pass downfield, but the thought process, spot on.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Oh, spank him immediately, baby cheetah.
Back to throw. Curtis. He's going to go up top again. And this is caught. And they will touch him down.
They cheated my boy out of his touchdown.
A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away.
Oh, I know. I can
and
get him
frankly,
in.
it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag, and he'll do so here. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
Okay, so we're going Wildcat.
So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second.
So what do I need to do? 15 first downs. Oh, I hit my goals. I need to get the first down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. It's the fullback with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Lutz with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is Gibson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
A first down throw for Mayfield. A short one there to Freiermuth. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Barker.
All right, come on, let's call it. Let's get a turnover right here.
Shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Come on, let me.
It's complete. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, Curtis. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Set them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Curtis. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I do think that sometimes on 3rd and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball. And the guy who's got it, because here, they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it yourself, a little bit of a desperation play. And he was able to take the short throw and turn it into a big gain and a conversion on 3rd down. That's a big pickup.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
This is Gibson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now Mayfield. And the catch made by Johnson.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 48. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Throwing on first down. Curtis. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll look to throw.
Oh, you had it right.
It's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
This is Gibson. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because There are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Get off the field.
And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Yeah, J-Mark. Can't wait.
And now the Ravens calling the offense onto the field here as they're going to go for 2. Following the fumble recovery, Curtis. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Well, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Now they try the right side here. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. To throw on 2nd down, Curtis. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
He's supposed to be playing guard, I think. Deep threat. So we're in at 8, 12, 13. Ran it 19 times. 19. My math off. 2, 4, 6, 9, 13. Yeah, 21. Oh, I said 19, 21 times. Damn, I ran it 21 times. How many times did he throw it? Oh, ran it. That's balanced. Ran it. Oh, shit. No, it ain't balanced. I ran it 21 times. I threw it 32 times. That's kind of balanced. Drake went crazy here, Ruggs, and catch a ball. I go one for 4 yards. No. What? Oh. He 1 catch for no yards. Oh, he caught and ran 4 yards. Either way, I highlighted my opportunities in this school. That's good for them. Jollyville, Drake, Twan, all got. So Deshaun is capable of holding that middle linebacker down for sure.